What's up? What's up, you? So here we go again. It's Monday. Start a new week. Woo! It's Monday. So man, this Monday's starting off a little different than the rest, just because something that has been waiting on for quite a while is finally taking place today. So I'm praying that everything comes out all right. Everything will be all right. Let's put it that. God willing, everything's going to be good. So it's just something that's just been on the back of my head, chip on my shoulders. So once it's over, I guess it's more of just being over it than anything else. Wherever way it goes, whatever the decision is by the judge, as long as I can put it behind me, and I can set a new goal as far as make the adjustments and adapt and overcome. Right. So that's pretty much what we're trying to do here. And so it was a good weekend. It's an all right weekend. I think it could have been better. A lot of personal stuff going on in the back, in what I said, behind closed doors, you can say. But it's gonna be all right. It's all good. Everything's been worked out. Everything looks good. And oh well, by the way, this weekend I started turning my home into a smart home. Right? Well, my wife started turning our home into a smart home. She's paying for everything. So we got So I've already put Alexas on most of the rooms. I've got a Google Home now in my living room, just because my wife got me. Okay, so I had to move some things around, right? And I want to document this because 30, 40 years from now, just the technology is going to be so much more advanced. And it's like right now we're like at the birth stage of it. So it's like all the homes that were built past before all this Alexa, voice first movements came out, as smart homes and all that. So my home was built in 2010, and that technology wasn't here yet. It may have been here and I wasn't aware of it. And if that was the case, it's because it was a little bit too expensive for us. So so I started putting Alexa Echoes in my home since last year, right? And put one in my room, one in the main room, and one for my stepdaughter. And the reason I know about voice first devices is just because my son, who was 10-year-old at the time, turned 10-year-olds at that time, asked for a Google Home Mini, and I was like, man, what is that? I started looking into it. Lo and behold, Gary Vaynerchuk was all over the technology, and he was forecasting how it was going to be the next big thing, and I think it's on the brink of going mainstream now. Well, at least for me it is. And so over the weekend, my wife got me the new Amazon Fire Stick TV, and just because she knew I was all into that, trying to go smart, trying to go voice and all that. And so she got me that, so I didn't know where to put it. I put it in the living room. Well, the TV's already a smart TV, so it was kind of clashing, so I had off. I put it in my garage, which is where I usually do my workouts. It was super amazing because I got to do a training session yesterday, or running session, on my treadmill, and I was able to like play around with it while I was walking and running and all that. So it worked, and so that left the. By that time, I had already I promised my son that the Alexa Echo that we had in the living room was going to be his, and. So I had already given it to him. By the time I realized that it wasn't gonna, my Fire Stick TV wasn't really gonna work right on the smart TV. So I had already done that. I already had the Google Mini. I hadn't plugged it in. I plugged it in yesterday, and by some sort of miracle or some sort of chance, our light bulb went out on the front porch. So convinced my wife that we had to start turning the house smart, just because we need to start getting ready for whatever plans we're going to have once the kids graduate, whether we're going to start flipping homes or move into a bigger home, smaller home, whatever it is. We need to start getting it ready, because that's what people are going to want moving forward. So we went and bought our first two light bulbs, smart light bulbs, yesterday, $25 a pop for two. So I put the first one outside and we were playing around, and she's laughing her ass off because my son. And then we were finally able to figure it out, and we turned on. So it was just like, hey Google, turn on the light one or whatever. And it was like, oh, it was like it was super fun. So that was my little adventure for the weekend. It was pretty cool. So slowly but surely, I need to start looking into more on how to turn the entire wiring system smart. I think are devices out there that are a little bit expensive that I can't make the investment right now, but it is going to. That's going to be kind of the next couple of steps things start going out in the house. Things start to need getting replaced. Start replacing them with some smart equipment, which is it's the future. So the reason I want to record that, I wanted to talk about that, was because 30, 40 years from now, it's like right now it's a new thing. Right now it's like, oh my gosh, look at this or whatever. But 30, 40 years from now, when it's like every single home is got it, it's gonna be like, oh my god, I was struggling with just one freaking Echo or one Google Home, and it's like, anyway. So that's my chronicle for today. This is Eddie Picasso.